Good morning. So Parshas Lech Lecha speaks about Avram's two children, and we know that when Hashem promised Avram to have a child from Sarai, Avram said, Lo yichya Yishmael b'ni. I have Yishmael already. What do I need Yitzchak for? And we know that Yishmael was educated by Avraham until his bris. When he had a bris, he even agreed to have a bris when he was 13 years old. And we know who Hagar was. As it says, Avram married Keturah, which that was Hagar. After he sent them away. What do we see by Hagar? Her actions were just like an avodah on the Beis Hamikdash. So she was a righteous woman. Together with that, she came from one of the greatest kings at that time. And she wanted to be connected to Sarah Imenu. She went on Mesirus Nefesh. She gave up her whole prestigious life in order to be a maidservant by Sarai. So we see how great she is and how she even educated Yishmael in the right way. But we see one difference. Yishmael is connected to Seichel, understanding, which that is the idea that when you understand something, you will do it. Or your connection to God is only with understanding. I understand how God runs the world. Or I understand this is good for me. That is not a good connection with God. There has to be a strong connection to God. That's why we see where electricity works or anything works. If anything is not connected properly, it flickers the light. Or the electricity flickers. It does not have a strong connection. The same thing is with his connection, Yishmael. Yishmael's connection was with understanding. I had a bar mitzvah when I was 13 years old. I had a bris when I was 13 years old. I was circumcised as 13 years old. I had the right seichel. I was already educated. And I took upon myself to have a bris milah. And we don't know how long this connection will be. Because certain situation can cause that your seichel will change. And this thing happened to me, that thing happened to me. I will change. Right, I had a bris, but my bris was according to my seichel. And now I will act the way I want to. As we know, that Hashem said, Ki bi Yitzchak yikar lecha zera. Yitzchak will be your child, not Yishmael. What is Yitzchak's connection to God? He had a bris as soon as he was able to have a bris. And that was at 8 days old. His connection to God can never be destroyed. No matter what happens, this is a bris olam. It's a connection forever. And it will never go away. And that is because it's higher than seichel. Higher than anything. And that's why children, we have to educate in the strongest way. Just like the bris is a strong connection to God, so too, the teaching of children have to be in the proper way. And that's why government should not interfere with yeshivas. And because we have to give a strong connection to God and keep it sustained, that it should never be concealed. And another difference is, because Yishmael was born naturally, Yitzchak was born with Nisim. And that's what God told him, Ki bi Yitzchak yikar lecha zera, to know that Yidden are living off Nisim. Our life is full of miracles. And our connection to God is with miracles. And that is our connection with God. Now, when it came to the time of Yerusha, we see also that to whom did Avram give his Yerusha, his inheritance, the koichis of the Mailam Didav Agbala above all limitations. He gave it dafke to Yitzchak, and he sent away Yishmael to teach us that what connection to God that we have is above nature. We are not limited to nature. We don't build our connection through understanding. Our connection is higher than understanding. And that comes from the bris that was given to him, the mitzvah was given to Avram. And he gave it over to Yitzchak at 8 days old to tell us that our connection starts right away from when we give birth. We don't wait until he's a mensch at 13 years old. We give that connection right away. And just like the bris is a bris olam, so too Eretz Yisrael is a nachalas olam. It's an everlasting inheritance. No one has permission to be a balabas over Eretz Yisrael, to make peace with terrorists, to make peace with Arabs, to give away parts of Yerushalayim. It has nothing to do with them. Our connection to Eretz Yisrael is above nature. Avram walked every step he took, he acquired Eretz Yisrael. And it was given Lezarai Ad Olam to his descendants. Who is Avram's descendants? Yitzchak Avinu. And then in Yitzchak, ki bi Yitzchak yikari lecha zera. Within Yitzchak will be your zera. And that was Yaakov Avinu, the father, the Bechir Shebavis, the choicest of all the Aves. And from them came the 12 Shvatim and all Am Yisrael. So the Eibusha shall help that the yeshivas should put a big emphasis in the in of emunah, not seichel. There are things that we learn in Torah which we don't understand. So therefore you have to do it. Therefore we have to do it with emunah. We learn it with emunah. And therefore, no textbook, no sefer is something that we cannot connect to. Because when you learn Torah, you accept the Chachma of the Eibishter, which is higher than the world. And if you don't understand something, you take it with emunah. We don't throw away the sefer. As the Rebbe said, we're holding by Yemos HaMashiach, and we have to already be prepared to go to Eretz Yisrael. Lech lecha me'arzcha me'latcha beis avicha. And we know also that we have to be prepared to go to Eretz Yisrael right away. To Anachlas Olam. All 10 nations. All 10 lands. And it should be through this that we stand strong with our Torah, stand strong with who is a Jew, and stand strong with Eretz Yisrael Hashlema. We'll go towards Mashiach imkli right now. Long live our master, teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our master, teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our master, teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever.